Over the years, I think I've vacillated between either starting with synths or starting with drums. And I'll program them, at least get, the initial programming down, and then I'll add what I like to call the drum funk rack. So this is kind of what it sounds like. I would say just bare bones, dry. It's kind of lifeless. So the first step in this drum rack that I tend to do is the frequency shifter, which will be slightly noticeable, but most of my stuff I like to detune it. And this is just one of those plugins I use to do it. Almost not even noticeable. And then I'll bring in some distortion, and this is the D16 Devastator, and you will notice a difference right off the bat. So it's got this kind of slightly distorted, kind of almost some notch filters going on, saturated dynamics, and some limiting. I swear by this plugin. It's my favorite to use on drums. This coupled with the next plugin is like my secret weapons, definitely. 100%, they go on all the drums without fail. The next plugin in the chain is the kilohertz disperser. Now, you're going to hear it and you're going to be like, oh, that's how he got his drums to sound that way. So it really adds this kind of punch to the low end. What I really like that this plugin does is I really think it really brings the snare way up and makes it really kind of thick and almost like gives it this creaminess. And it's just, this is my favorite thing. And I like to, it's going on the kick and the snare mostly. Doesn't really do much on the hi-hats because I'm using it in the frequency range that's more geared towards the mid-low and low end. That's usually where that sits, so it's really nothing's going on in the upper EQ range. But I swear by it, and it's a very important piece of my process. The next plugin is the transient shaper, which is gonna really kind of give a lot of sustain and punch to the kick and the snare, and they sound like this. Side note, actually, it doesn't sound like it's doing much. It's because when I was opening up these files yesterday, I was clipping so bad. I was like, I had to turn it way down to get it. So still adjusting songs that are finished. The next plugin in the chain is the harmonic saturator, character drive kind of emulator of certain channel strips recording. Console kind of gives it that sound, and yeah, I really it just gives the drums a lot of character. It's almost giving it a little bit of more brightness and character. And then I add the tape. I tend to kind of use the kind of speed, stability on this, at least for the kick and the snare, pretty close to 0, because, I don't want those wobbling too far off. I will use this tape plugin on the hi-hats, though, and turn that way up. So the hi-hats have some life, and they have a little more human feel to them. But I'm using this for character, and, sometimes I use a little noise. Just a little coloration. Altogether, that's the drum rack, and it sounds like this.